Hello there, everybody. It's me, SirLTAR, and I'm back, and we are going to have another crack at main sequence. Now, we've already done the tutorial. We've had our first look. We've kind of got an idea on what's going off, and you can see that our last save was episode 2, so it is done now. The first looks bit is completed. We're going to have a proper crack at the game, and we've got a bit of an idea of what's going to be happening. Now, I want to kind of do something very similar to what we did in the last episodes. Like, I want to find an asteroid that's going to be very useful, possibly titanium, possibly possibly water, who knows. And what I think we're going to do is we're going to build a base. We're going to get a couple of those miners, and then we're going to have everything titanium being built, maybe just on that station, and then we might have another station somewhere else mining some other bits. And then maybe we might take all those resources all over to another station. Who knows? It could get interesting. And I want to build a big old ship like this. I mean, look at it. It looks dead cool. I want to build one. So that's probably going to be one of our goals, is to build it like a mega ship if we can. I want at least 3 guns on the front. Oh, look at all that. We've got like layers and everything. So let's jump on in. This is our beginnings of our main sequence. Let's play. And same one, and what to do? How about, let's go for 225522 again. Or was it 3 5s? I think it might have been 3 5s. Well, we're going to find out. So now we've actually got a bit more of an idea of what's going off. It shouldn't take me too long to actually get into the swing of things. Here we go. And if I remember, it was V, and we're looking for, let's go for water first. There we go. There's some. That's it. We want to do a bit of mining. Looks like we've got some other resources nearby as well. Now, the idea here is not to be amazingly efficient, but we've got ourselves a couple of goals, and it's good to have goals. There we go. There's some. That looks like a big asteroid. It's kind of deceiving sometimes, you know. Right, we're after nickel. This one looks like nickel to me. Yep. Oh, I think we may have found that big old rock we were looking for. Right, it's just a couple more to find, I think. And where are we going? That looks like water over there. It's going to be hard to find our way back. Let's tag it. There we go. See, we wouldn't have been doing that in the first couple of episodes. I like the fact that we can strafe. That's pretty cool. Some more water over there. We know water's going to be relatively quite important. Are we not? Is that registering as Oh, we got it. We got some. I think that one may have bugged out a little. Okay, well, we'll pick a different one. Right, what else we have to nickel? Right, we're looking for... there we go, there's some. Just using the boost feature. Knocks us up to like 63. Totally worth it. Alright, that's done it for us. Right, let's jump out of the pilot seat and we're going to start doing a bit of crafting. About 10 of those. 10 of those. A couple of those. Let's do the rest like that. And then we want to start crafting it. Now what we're after, some light frames. So that'll be... We've already got 15. That's pretty nifty. Maybe we should just focus on those for a little while. Where's all that noise coming from? Oh, it was still moving. Right. Oh, blimey. Where's that asteroid we had? Beautiful sun. There it is. There we go. Right, we want 2 more of those, and then, well, 1 more would have been fine. Some light frames. That should tick all my boxes. Let's check out how much fuel we've got. We've got loads of that. We should be fine for a good while. And then we should be able to build as soon as when it's ready. I'm thinking about there. And I want to kind of build it so it's going to be in line with the sun as well. Because we had it... Oh, actually... I don't want to be too far away from that asteroid. That's kind of a nice view. There we go. We go about there. Yeah, that's pretty darn close. Right, just waiting for those items to build. There we go. Right, sit in the cockpit. Press Q. Build station. Time to dock. There we go, there's a familiar sight. Right, okay, so we're going to grab a whole bunch of these and I'm going to grab a few of those more to be made, I think. In fact, let's dump those in there. We're going to need at least 5, I remember, and then we'll dump the rest. Right, let's have a little bit of a plan. So we can see that. We can see that beautiful sun. Absolutely marvellous. And the planet as well. That's awesome. I think we set ourselves up quite nicely here. Let's clear that marker off. is it? Where's the big old asteroid that we've... There. I want to clear that off. How do I get rid of that? Just delete? No. Backspace? No. Okay. There we go. There's our bits. Tell that to just go all of it. Right, and we're going to build everything in this first bit if we can, and then that'll allow us plenty of space. And then I think I'll go 2 modules that way. Let's dump everything what we've just got into there. Alright, let's see what the tutorial's telling us to do. Build a reactor, so we should probably do that first. Getting a smidge ahead of ourselves. Right, reactor. We need some magnetic coils. Let's get that done. Refinery and science lab. Tell that to do its thing. Boom. Then we can build some magnetic coils in a moment. How many are we going to need? So 3, 6. Okay, 11. 1, 2. Alrighty. So that's the refinery. We want the reactor first, don't we? Because we'll not be able to power it. So so we need 20, 21. Almost there. Once it's finished with the 10, I think what I'll do is I'll tell it to build some water, some hydrogen fuel. Have I enough for that? I do. I'm just going to dump that right there. Nothing too exciting. And we're going to get some water. Oh, it's also gone into the thing, hasn't it? Over here. Because we've got this button ticked, you see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should be fine. Oh, that really just used water for that. That's interesting. Right, well, we're going to stick that water in here. Right, there we are. We are now making power. Now we're going to need 3 magnetic coils and some lightweight stuff. To be fair, it does just say the refinery, so we'll just build the refinery and the science lab. Let's clear that. Probably going to need a couple more of these. Go for one more. Marvellous. Science lab. Marvellous. Sorted. Let's set this up to do those. And set that up to do those. And we want to research. What do we want to research? Oh, we need to set a mission. Let's go automation first. Where are you, automation? Where are you, automation? There, logistics, that's the one. Right, and now we need to dump some stuff in. And let's cancel that, and we'll have this building the water and the nickel plates. So we'll take all of this out. Grab that too. And that. Have I got enough for the logistics? I do. Alrighty. And the reason why we put that there is because we're going to dump all this stuff in here. And then we're going to set up a belt to go from there to there, and then probably from there to, well, there, I guess. And that's going to make me the basics. And then we'll probably have something on the other side. Or pushing them into here, I think. Probably a good idea to keep a stockpile of those. Right, now fingers crossed this is actually making me some of those plates. It is! Awesome! And we may as well get them making over here, I suppose. Yep, it's actually making them. Great. I think we're going to need one more for logistics. Yep. Boop. So this thing, we've got a couple of types of research by the looks of it. We've got this material sciences, which basically requires any of those, and each one of these has a particular point science like value, if you like. So for every one hull plate, we're going to gain 1 point. For every some of these servo motors, we're going to gain 2, and these advanced plates, we're going to gain 5. So, and you can see here this computing science, which is a different type of science that we're going to need for some other researchers. So you see here, this one's going to take a few of both. So I'll need the circuit boards before I can be able to do that. Why have we not got a full... Oh, did I change it? Did I stop it when I went into that mode? No? I guess I just need some more. Have I run out of power? Ah, I ran out of power. Have we made any water yet? It would appear not. When I say water, I mean the hydrogen things. Hydrogen fuel. Let's dump that. Which is in my inventory. Yep, Steve. It is. Woo! And there we go. We're all over it. Love this view. Can't wait to see all the drones and stuff, like, going down and collecting it all. Right, brilliant. We have done logistics. Now we're going to do drone mining. That's next on our list. We may have to go over to that big old asteroid and grab some more. Right. Block. Q. Gonna go there, and basically all we're gonna do, all we're gonna attempt to do, there we are. Marvelous. And we're probably going to need some of these light frames next. So that's perfect. All I have to do is dump stuff in there and it'll come out with that. We'll have to build it over here until we get the light frames facility. Well, until we get the assembler. That's just 5. So we could build that now. I suppose we could just have one logistics bit. So pretty. I think they've done a good job with the textures and stuff. Especially on the planets. What I really like about this game is that you can kind of just zoom out. And then you can just keep zooming out. Oh, game save. Right, here we are. Another asteroid field. Those are asteroid fields. I don't know if we can go to all these places yet. But like there's a star map. So that's going to be super fun to check out. Hopefully we can do all that. Why are we not got things moving around? What's going off? Why are you... Do I have to tell this off? What's going off? No, 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 no. We don't want that happening. Stop it. Why did that do that? Right, we... Okay. Well, maybe we can't do what we wanted to do here. Maybe I'll have to make another logistics thing. If we move that over here, that'll give me a bit more space. Right, that's that. And another logistics. Go around the back, and that one can be fed into there. Music's quite dramatic, isn't it? There we go. Now let's get the assembler. Right, looks like that was the last of our nickel plate being converted. Ooh, don't have a huge amount of space now. Luckily we can... Why is that doing that again? Oh, I think it just had a few extras. There we go, that's that sorted. Then round here, and then we're going to get this to go like so. And that's now feeding that. We're going to have to tell that to set up. I'm going to tell that to configure and make these bad boys. Yep, yep, yep. Right. Bit odd that that didn't build. Maybe I stood in the way of it or something. There we go. Is it going to do it? Be nice to see it do it. Oh, we've run out of power. I think we have. That's why it stopped. Right, we'd better go get some more water, I think, because we seem to be having trouble with power all the time. Are you making it? Looks like they've made it all, and now that it's gone into the storage. Right, well, let's clear the ship's inventory. We are still making it, and we'll dump all this over here, and then we'll find a big old water asteroid. We got anything else we could be doing? I suppose we kind of haven't until, well, I'll tell you what we could do. We could grab probably half of that, dump it in the power, and that way it can be making as we're harvesting more raw materials. There we go. Well, that won't have 50 in by the time I come back, surely. Right. Let's, we're searching for some water now. See what the map's got to tell us. Silica, titanium. There we go. That's the one we want. We're going to get some from here first, because it's probably a good idea to have a bit of a stockpile of this. Now the idea that I've got here is that I don't really want to be going past where it says cannon. That way I feel like we'll be harvesting quite a bit. Or at least to the sea on the cannon. If I hold it down, you see, yeah, I'll get a good chunk and then it'll... Maybe that is faster, actually. I'm not sure. How are we doing storage-wise? Getting pretty close. I'll just let that last one fill up. There we go. Right, now we're off to go grab some water. Where is it? There it is. Oh, blimey, it's a ways away. Now, the thrusters that we've got on the side of the ships, at the side of the ship, it will only provide a set level of thrust based on the ship's weight. So if your ship is quite big, and you've only got 2 thrusters on it, it will not necessarily go as fast as this one's going right now. So that's something to bear in mind. You've got to kind of level out your thrusters. You can't just have a big old ship and just be like, hey! Nothing on that one. Right. Now, silica's probably a good idea to go for as well. But we're just going to focus on the water for now, because we know we're going to need a whole bunch of it. Shouldn't take us too long to get there. I'd like to have like another view on the ship. I'd like to see it from like the outside. If you guys know how to do that, I'd love to know. I mean, I can see the station and the ships that I've got in my possession, but that's about it. Can't actually see them from the outside. At least I don't think I can. There might be a button combination or something that lets me see. Right, well, we're nearly halfway there. I'm kind of surprised I haven't seen that many asteroids, you know, with resources on them. You know, I saw a couple just over there in the top corner, I suppose, but like considering the distance that we've kind of travelled. There's one. Some more nickel. Nope, that's not nickel. That one is though. No, that one's silica. Okay, fair enough. Right, let's harvest some water. Right, so I'm not actually collecting it. I need to dump these into my personal inventory. There we go. What we're doing here is we're basically covering us for quite a long time. Hopefully, at least until we get solar panels. I think I'd feel happy with about 800. Say we're at 500 now. So what do you guys think to the game at the moment? I mean, I'm quite enjoying it. It's different. I don't think I've come across any other games that kind of offer what this one's offering at the moment. Not in first person mode anyway. Let's get up to 1,000. Will I even be able to have a few more then? There we go, that's 1,000. Right, let's see if we can find some nickel along the way. We not able to do that? Okay. There's some, I can see some over there. There's some more. That looks like a big rock. That looks like a really big rock. That's a shiny one over there though. That might be some more silica. no, it's just more titanium. Oh, hello. Ah, I've been attacked. Right, sideways. Aha, you can't get me. Blast. Right, where's that thing that we just had? Where is it? Come on, it was a giant rock that was covered in nickel. There it is. Right, we're just going to fill up the inventory, I think. So whatever space... Oh, I haven't got any more space left. Let's get rid of a bit of that. Can we get rid of stuff like that? No. Oh, I tell you what could do. Just stop crashing. Right, okay. We could... Oh, hello! What are you doing in here? That looks like a lot more nickel than I thought we'd have. Okay, just one moment. Let's start converting that now. Now we've got loads of space. Let's collect that. And we're just going to... I wonder if I have two... these tractor beams. I wonder if that'll let me attract it from further away. I think roughly about 1,000 will be fine. I'm hoping this early commitment will fuel any requirements that we need. Right, okay. Time for us to go. Let's go back to our... Right, we need to... That one. That's where we need to go. Oh, we've got this... I kind of love that we've got enemies nearby. Although, I could show you this. So if you press E and you go where it says autopilot, and you configure it, you set your destination, you go into set your destination to here, and then click this button, and then enable. It should take us straight back. And there we go. Look, I don't even have to fly it. I could be messing around with all this instead. Nah, I don't know what happens if I cancel that. So we're not going to cancel that until we've got this cleared. Tell you what we could do. We could just look outside the window. Although, I suppose we're not boosting. Probably a good idea is just to give it a little boost every now and then, just to get back a bit quicker. I wonder if there are like any ultra rare items as we're floating around. At the moment, we're only aware of the 4 resources currently available to us. You know, the silica, titanium, nickel, and water. We're only aware of those at the moment. There's our star base. If you've got a name that you'd like to name the star base, and it's not too rude, maybe something relating to, you know, titanium, maybe, because we're right next to a titanium ore spot. Then just pop it in the comments, and you know, if you're a member of the channel, you'll naturally get priority, of course, but you don't have to be. To take part. There we go. We're in. Oh, what I should have done is I should have stayed here and like watched like the docking procedure. It's interesting. Right, well, I've got a whole bunch of stuff on me, and we're going to empty all that into that logistics slot there. Boop, boop. Grab all that. And can dump a bit more in there. That's good. That's pretty much empty. Right, let's dump what we've made in here. We'll dump that in here too. And yes, we'll dump the water in as well. I'm glad to see that we've still got loads of power. It's a bit weird. Every now and then it just doesn't move. Right, well, we'll let them just do their thing. And we'll dump a whole bunch of stuff in the station. I'm hoping it just like kind of appears in there. It'll be interesting to see what happens. When I say there, I mean here. Oh, there's no like auto insert. That's interesting. Right, well, tell you what we can do. Now we've got 32 of plates in here. We're going to start building. Let's go for that. Okay. Not quite afford that, apparently. Can't afford that. Although, I think I would like to have kind of like a bit more like that, I think. Let's go X off of that. And then here we'll have probably 2 of the miners, probably one on this end and another one there. And then we'll build another 3 going that way. Right, let's apply that. And then when we go back into the menu, it should exist. There it is. And we've made it so it's impassable. There we go, loads of space. It's going to be interesting to see what happens when I like square this off. Right. So the plan is to have a whole bunch of the mining drones, probably at the end of each one of these 2 stacks. They're going to go down there. They're going to grab all of that titanium, and hopefully we'll be able to convert all of that into all these resources that we're kind of already making, and also some other resources as well. Let's grab a few more. And we'll stick them in the research just to get that ticking over. And we'll dump some more of this stuff in here. Any more slots? Nope. Not quite. Just want to get rid of the last little bit, guys. Okay. I can wait. I can hold it for a moment. Right. We could grab the refinery and start focusing on these metal coils. See how much these guys have managed to do. So we've managed to do a good 100, which isn't too bad. Just like having a bit of a clearer inventory, if I'm honest. I don't kind of like it. That's set up. And what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a whole bunch of the plates that are coming out of here. And we're going to make another refinery, I think. Because the research seems to be ticking over quite nicely. One more. Up 2. Is that enough? It is. For 2, in fact. And we want some of those magnetic coils, which we have loads of. And can we get away with building another one just on the other side? Can if I just tell it to... If I just grab one from here. Oh yeah, we can, definitely. You have to pop it in to the station storage or you can build it. It's a bit annoying, but it's a thing. Boop. Apply. I'm glad it doesn't get more expensive the more modules you build. Right here. Right, let's get this thing going. And we're going to need a logistics. Let's go with right there. Another one there. Right, brilliant. Got super basic, but it should work. And I can just run over to the ship, which is over here. And there we go. We will be making nickel plates very quickly. At least that way, if we want to go out and grab something, we can. It's no bother. That's that. And it goes straight in there. Perfect. Dump that just in there for now. Could do another one just for water, I suppose. I mean, we do have a bit of space. Although I should probably think about the assembler and start making those magnetic coils. But it might be a little bit of a waste. I mean, everything does kind of need it. let's go for the refinery instead. Another refinery, and we'll get the water being made. That's one. The logistics, we're going to need at least 15 by the looks of it. One more. Well, 3 more. Why is this not moving? Are we out of power? I think we are. That way. Grab that. Stick it in there. Boom. We could probably even do like a power cell, a power bit right next to, and that way we can kind of clear this space a little. Doesn't quite recognize it sometimes when you hover over it. Yeah, it did it. Just not immediate sometimes. Right, let's think about where we're going to plonk this then. Could just plonk it there and have this one as a combined jobbo. Maybe. We're going to need some more of these coils anyway. Right, well, logistics, we're going to need that. So let's go this end. Or let's go there. Righto. Refinery. Here we go. Logistics. There we are. And then we're going to go grab a bunch of water, dump it in that. Boom, 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 boom. Turn that on, make that, and then it's going to dump it in there, and then we can literally just stick this guy wherever you are. There you are. Let's demolish you. Oh, actually, let's take everything out of you first. I don't want to risk it. And oh, just not enough space, dude. Ironically, I can build it there. Let's go there. We just need a couple more. There we go. That should be enough. And there we go. Power being generated and sorted out. Easy. Sorted. Got everything being made. Whole bunches of that. And whole bunches of this. Let's get that in there. That is that researching. And we're on track. We are on track. Everything's being made. Let's get some pressure off of the ship. We'll leave 50 in there. Probably a good idea to just leave 50 in. I'm going to have 50 in storage, because it feels like a good idea to do that. I'm surprised this hasn't kind of processed more, if I'm honest. This one, we'll dump the water in. No problem whatsoever. We'll dump the water in. Is that sorted? Yeah, it is. It is getting it out. That's good. Right, and enough. We could build a belt to just go straight into that. But to be fair, we are planning on getting rid of all of this and moving it all down here. Maybe we could start building the infrastructure for all that. I'm thinking this area, probably a whole bunch of those logistics containers, and they can fill up, and then we'll have like lines going from each one. There we go, the drones are sorted. Right, let's go back to the command module. It'd be so cool if that was a game key. Right, drone mining and what we're saying. So we're going to need some light frames and some more hull. Well, that's not too bad. Okie dokie. So, got a whole bunch of stuff still to make. But we've got all the raw resources we could ever need. Apart from, like, the actual plates. Got 8, 9, 10. Right, let's get that crafting. Weird that you can't jump in this game. We want a whole bunch of those. I think it said 10. We'll get those. We may as well just get them crafting. We'll get a whole bunch of these made. 30 should be alright for now. Yep, for some reason I took that out. We're nearly there with these. I'm sure it might have been 10, you know. I'm telling myself 5, but it might have been 10. Right. We'll find out in a mo. It was 10. Blimey. Well, that should be plenty. Got that there. I'll take all of that. And I'll take that. And I'll tell them to craft that, me as well. I've got it all in my inventory. Yep. Alrighty. And here we go. Bonk. Great. That's done. There it is. I'd be jumping, but unfortunately the game doesn't let you do that. Right, and we're going to tell this to just grab this. So we can get cobalt ore, which is another one. Where are you going to go? Guys? It's like right there. Oh, I have to tell them to do it. Where are you going? There they are, there they're going. Did you see it? Right, okay, so now we're going to need a whole bunch of containers to store all that lovely ore. And I think that's enough of this for a little while. So we're going to tell that to stop, and we're going to collect these things for a little while. What? And we're going to grab some. There we go. That's what we want to grab, some of those coils. Don't want to be out of coils. Sorted. Grab some more bits from in the station. $34. I'll tell you what, it might be worth just building the other side. Let's not go too nuts, just in case I need the plates. There we go. Right. That should be plenty for a load of belts and a load of storage. Nice. So it does keep these middle bits. Okay. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it doesn't quite. That doesn't. Okay. One. That's it. There we go. What's going off here? Why won't it let me build there? Oh, we'd run out. And it won't let me build there because... Right, okay. Right, okay. And let's have a look at this splitter. So I need to remove a block. I haven't used the splitters yet, so you'll have to forgive me for a moment. Right, okay, that's that. And then that's that. Do I have to program it, or does it just know? I think it just knows. Okay. What we're missing? What are those? Okay. That should cover us. Is it working? It is! It's working! Marvellous. Right, okay, that's working. And now we just need to echo that onto the other side. Let's just keep going all the way to the end. And again, I broke it. And then we need to remove one square right there. There we go. And then one more. Why is that not letting me place? Okay, it did. Just had to... maybe I was too close. Maybe it thought I was occupying that space. Alright, and what I could do is I could go in and out there, and then that way these will filter between themselves a little better. So we've got 29 there, and we've got 29 there. Oh, that's, never mind, it seems to be perfectly splitting it. It looks like... looks like those two belts there are keeping up. The two miners are keeping up with those two belts. So we may end up with a continuous stream there, which is pretty cool. Not bad. Right, now we're going to build a couple of refineries. I'm thinking at least use the next room for that. And we're going to have it kind of pushed out just a smidge. And then we'll have another storage here that these guys are all going to feed. Yeah, that feels like an okay idea. Need some more nickel plate. Oh no, have I told it to you? Oh no, I haven't. That thing over there will have loads of that in there. Bonk, 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 bonk. There we go. And storage. Let's go over here. Oh, that's interesting. We ran out. Yeah, we did. We need some more plate. Right, now I'm hoping okay, well, I'll just stick that there, that one there, that one there, and that one there. Kind of weird that you have to be in these perfect spots sometimes. Sounds like a double negative there. Right, remove that bit and that bit. And, well, we've already removed that bit. Let's move that bit though. And now we're going to go like that. You see, like, see how I can place it? And yet, when I'm right on top of it, I can't. But yet, I was here and then I wouldn't let me place earlier. Maybe there's another factor I'm not taking into consideration. Like, see? See? It's not letting me place it. But now it is. Alright. Is that... That is working. It's working! Right, we'll let the belt fill up. And we'll build the forwards backwards. That way this one can still feed and drop. Or does that not count? Does that just cancel each other out because they both transfer at the same speeds? I don't know. That may cancel each other out. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll get rid of that one. That way this belt will always be full. Right, let's tell these to make it. There we go. Now we're really cooking. Sorted. Now what we could do, we could just put storage in front of each one of them. But I think having those... Oh, we could try the underground one. Oh, that's not underground. There we go. And I'm going to experiment with... Oh, it worked! Look, you don't have to have them going... Yes, that's pretty cool. Right, just need a couple more of this. Sorted. Oh, that worked out perfectly. Look at that. Oh, it may just be getting rid of the stockpile. That was a random hiccup. And it's all going in there perfectly. Marvellous. That's absolutely marvellous. Can I build a underground one that will reach to there and there? That is a great question. Let's find out. Let's grab a whole bunch of that. We'll make some light frames, I think. I don't need this now. Right, so all those resources that were in there, where did they just go? Did they just go into me? I think they did. Right, I'm expecting to see a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, that checks out. Just a couple more. Nice.
Steam.
Ah! I've got a short key that loads up Steam on my computer, so if you just heard me saying Steam, that'll be why. Right, experiment. We're going to see if this actually goes under. And if it does, awesome. Oh, it does! Awesome! Thank you, game. Thank you, game developers. Right, we're going to stick that into there. Like so. You know, we could do this on each corner. And then each segment can have their own bits. Oh, yes. We're going to need some more of those light frames, I think. Because we've got the raw stuff now. Let's build another one. This is kind of encroaching into the bit that we didn't really want it to. Tell you what we will do. We'll build another one of those. Pop that there. And we'll copy what we've done already. There we are. There we go, we're all symmetrical and everything. It seems to be almost a continuous line. Seems to be doing alright. Right, now we need to grab some of those bits and we'll build another drone thing, and then that should cover us for that raw material forever. Yoink. Oh, I forgot to put it in. Whoops. There we go. Craft. And that is done. Maybe we should start doing another research. How do we feel about... what do we want? What do we want? Let's do some decorative stuff. Oh, space elevator. Oh, large modules. Yes. Always yes. 1,000 times yes. Right, now we've got that going. Let's get a assembler on the way. So we'll grab some more of those and that. Thinking over here, maybe just one assembler, because it kind of did a good job. It wasn't like lollygagging. I could, you know, instead of going this way, maybe make this end like where all the resources are actually being generated. Maybe that's the thing. Don't know how it... Oh, we can't go all that way. Oh, game. Okay. How are we going to fix that? Could just do a belt going straight, I suppose. That could do it. Or a belt doing two. So it just... Oh, it was just... I'll do that one. Yeah. I assume it divides the resources into two, goes half that way, until it can't. And now we should be able to make these. Yep. Sorted. And then what we'll do is we'll then stick another storage right here. And there we go. Everything I need right here. And we'll generate a... I just love seeing those little miners going to grab bits. So let's tell the other one to do it. May as well. How much of this resource have we got? Oh, this is what we got within the area. Could tell it to pick up some nickel, I suppose. We could be needing some of nickel. Let's tell it to pick up the silica, in fact. I think I might have got this a bit around my head. I think what I'll do is I'll have this row deal with titanium. This row can deal with nickel and so forth and so forth. And what we might end up doing, once we've gathered everything we can gather, we may end up swapping these out for docks. That may be the better of the answers. But we'll just collect everything we can collect for now. There we go. There we go. Right, so those miners, they're going to do their bit. They're collecting. That was a big noise. I don't know what that big noise was. Are we being attacked? How do I check if we're being attacked? Maybe M? It's a live map after all. It doesn't look like we're being attacked. Oh, okay. So this guy is making everything we need. Let's grab all that and let's dump that into the storage. Plonk. Let's finish off with that module down here. That's all sorted. And pretty soon we should probably stick. Oh, there it is. One of these at the bottom end over here, I think, just for that continuation of science. Maybe. How am I going to get another thing made? You see, the thing is I want to do like the light assembly stuff, but like the light frames and stuff, but if I do, there doesn't seem to be a great deal of reward for it, because then I'm just going to end up with loads and loads, and they seem to be quite a niche thing. It's probably a good idea for me to at least have the ability to do it, though. We'll have one over here. We'll build a... we'll get a few light frames. And we'll have it... in that way, if we want it, we can just tell it to make it nice and simple. Plonk. Stick those in there. Tell it to make it. That's a good chunk anyway. We should probably grab some of these. Oh! Right, we've researched that. Should we do the space elevator? The shipyard's probably a good one to do next. Oh, I need to pick a new mission. Let's tell it to pick a new mission. Right, well, I think what we'll do is we'll set this guy up here. In our next episode, right at the beginning of our next episode, we'll have that plonked down there, and then that'll be everything from the titanium ore perspective done, and then we can start working on our nickel and our silica as well. I don't know what we're going to use our silica. I mean, silica is, you know, like sand and glass and stuff like that. So maybe those decorative things, maybe they're going to need like sand. I mean, the silica to make it, and I suppose it's going to be like the chips and stuff. So we may have to find a big old rock and harvest that. We'll see in our next episode. So if you're enjoying this and you'd like to see me play some more of this game, and you want to encourage me to do that, then why not hit that like and that subscribe button, eh? Right, bye.